so here we are back with the green meanie. I don't know what we're going to call this skin, but part 3 of the advanced skinning, and we'll talk about a name in a little bit. So what I just did, well, just moments ago, is I didn't like the fade. I didn't think it didn't show up on the truck. So, and I don't want a whole lot. I just want it to be, so you can see it. So what I just did is I cut the driver's side out and put it on a different layer so I could, work with the shading again. So I redid the shading, and I want to show you a real quick tip if I can. This is going to get all changed here. So the rear, we'll just mess with the rear here. So let's go. And if you want to erase something and you're thinking, oh, I got to get in here and I got to go down here and I got to clip it and cut it and mess with it. Nope, you don't. What you can do is this. You can go off the picture here, off the frame, and you can just take your select tool. You could just go like this and just go up to here and go Control C, Control V. And we just grabbed a bunch of nothing. We can just take that nothing and go right across. And we'll get to the other side eventually. If we had it zoomed out, that would have went quicker. So go to there. And then what we can do is we can just now get the box, go down to here. We don't want to get what's in, or we may want to get that. If this is this, what is down here anyway? Let's have a quick look. Oops. Oh, that's a different layer. That's, yeah, so we don't have to worry about that. Anyway, right now, let's just get the rest of this gone. Yeah, I noticed something with the drawing. It's not good. But anyway, so you get the idea. You can just grab some nothing and drag some nothing across it, and it takes it out. And then around the tricky bits here, what I did is I would just use the lasso select, and I'll just show you here. We'll grab this layer. I'm gonna undo what I'm about to do here, but I just would go around like this, get the outside, and it would go up against the other. Well, here, you know what? Let's not do this. I'm going to replace the passenger side so I can show you over here, because this is all one piece on the pass side. See? So what we can do to go around the corner, all I did was go around and go to there, delete it. Now all you got to do is, when you rebuild this on a new layer, you're going to just go in with this color and just redraw the outer edge. And it's the same with the rest of it. Here, so for this bit here, you could just go delete. Then we could go, whoops, just in here, grab that, copy paste, and just erase it. And then for the long bit here, what I did, instead of trying to get all fancy, because if you did this, for example, if you just went and selected all of this and went copy, and we create a new layer, and we put it on this new layer, paste, then we remove this other layer, oops, put it in the wrong place, it's way over here. Let's grab it, move it back. But anyway, you're going to see, look at the mess it makes. You can't do that, especially on, non-straight lines. It just looks like garbage. So you don't want to be doing that. So you cut it out, and this is just some of the little tricks on cutting things out. And then for in here, like in this area here, what I did was, let's see, we want to go like this. So the idea is, what we're doing is, we start here, and we come around to here. And it doesn't matter how, this is all going to get removed. So if we wiggle and wobble down here, it doesn't matter. So go like this, go here, and if we go all wobbly, who cares? Because once we get down here, we're going to just bring it inside the line. Then we're going to go delete. Oops, I'm in the wrong layer. I'll do that again. Just go down here and then delete that. And so then we just take our line and we redraw this line, and the way we'll do that, I'll show you the little trick there. So copy, we got that color back, it's 9 pixels. So we'll go to the line tool, we'll draw our line over here, and we'll drag it down here until we get it parallel. That's pretty close. And we drag it over here. We get it just in the right place. There we go. And then you would take the rectangle select, cut that off, go down here. This green in here we want to keep. So, but the outside, let's see, we want to keep that green there. So, first of all, we'll go like, grab our select tool, grab a bit of this green, copy, paste that over there. And then for this bit here, it's just the line again. So we can just grab the line and just make sure you're going right parallel. So we just took that out along there. So, you know, we've got a chunk of that cut out. To cut this other thing out, this layer here, that took me about 5-10 minutes. So anyway, this is the effect. This is what we're looking for here. So now for the rear, what we're going to do is, I think we're going to roll with it. Like, we can't, oh yeah, and the other thing I did when I did the fade, this was faded, and the black didn't get truly black till about here. So what I did is I took my select tool, I went up really high in the black up here where it was still pure black, copy paste, and I just brought it down. Yeah, I'm not on this layer, I'm on the layer above. But anyway, I just brought it down to where I wanted it and stopped. This thing was, hang on, let's go like that and show you exactly what I did. So I copy paste, I bring it down, and see it goes behind there, and I brought it right to the halfway point on the nose here. You can see where I brought it. It's back up there right now, so we'll just escape on, So that's where we are. So now what we're going to do is we've got to get rid of that layer. Got to get rid of that, delete the passenger, as we're going to redo it. And let's, what's behind there, I wonder? Where's our green? Oh, that's that filler panel. Yeah, so that's all got to change, because I noticed something with the drawing, guys. Oh, remember we were trying to put a fade on the fenders? Thinking, oh yeah, we could fade the fender from the center, go down here. The fender's black. Oh, I'm such a putz sometimes. So the fenders are black, the frame is going to be green. So what we're going to do, we got to change all that on our drawings. So the fenders here that we so carefully made green, they're just going to become black. So we'll get it. We'll fix all that up in a minute here. But let's carry on with getting this repair done here. So what we want to do is drivers. We're going to take layer 16, and if the layer is above the layer you want to paint it on, so in other words, this is over top of this, over here it's over top of that, so it's above that. So what we do is we get it above there, and then we just go down arrow, the red down arrow, merge it. So now we've got the driver's side all complete again. So what we'll do now is we're going to just kind of cut it away from this roof a little bit. We don't need it all down there. Just get that removed from there. That's good. So now we know where it is. We can make it look a little prettier by doing this. That's a little better. Now we've got to get this color changed over to the rear of the sleeper. So if we go rear, that's got the lines on it and everything. So well, let's just take the rear, and we're going to leave it labeled. We're not going to delete the layer. We're going to leave the layer, but take everything off it. So we'll go to there, delete that layer. We're going to go to drivers, and we're going to go into here, right there, copy that, copy, paste it to the rear, drag it across the rear. Oops, not too far. There we go. So now the rear is going to look like that, like the front. Or the side rather. And so now we've got to get this over here. So what we did last time, if you remember, we did a little trick here where we uncovered a little bit of two sides of this thing. So we're going to do that. So we're going to go to the drivers. It's nice to work where this color is very pure, like this black. So we'll just go down till we, there we go, we got some there. And we will go with, maybe we'll go with the front. Let's have a look here. Yeah, we have to go way down here. And now what we're going to do is on the driver's side still, we're going to select, copy, paste, and we're going to bring this right up till, oops, we want to get it. So we have a, so we've got, there's this faded line, the dark line. That's going to be what we're looking for when we move it to the other side. And so let's do the same with the roof. We're going to go for really, oh shoot, that's not a good spot. It's got a curve in it. Okay, well let's get in here. Let's do a little major surgery here. We'll just take a chunk of this off. See where it's flat. Oh, there's that tip there. I think that's what we used last time. So we'll grab our black, go to here, copy, paste. I'll take that up to, oh, that's too far, I think. I think we want right there. Yeah, that, there we go. All right, now let's see, how much extra stuff do we have on the back end of this thing? I think we're going to leave it that long for now. Okay, so we've got to take this little bit up here to catch that rear spoiler top. Copy, paste, drag it up. It's painted. So we got a little wee teeny bit showing right here. So that's what we got to mimic over there. We got a little wee bit right there. So we're going to take the driver's side and we're going to duplicate layer. We're going to change this to pass. And we're going to go to layer up here in the menu thingy and we're going to go rotate 180. And we're going to go over here, grab it. We're going to bring it in here till we fit it in like the other guy. So I think we need to be, let's get this close. Oh, I think that's pretty close. And then over here, oh, we had to be, all the way to there. I think we moved the roof all over though. There it is right there. I don't think we have that much showing on the driver's side. Nope. I think that's going to do for that. Yep. Let's just compare the fronts again. Right there. See if that looks right here. Gonna go back and look. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty close. Let's have a, that looks right there. We got it. Let's go here. Cut some of this back here a little bit, see what's going on. No, I don't think that was right, to tell you the truth. Let's unhide the driver's, oh wait a minute, before we do that, let's undo that last cut. Control Z. And go back to drivers. Are we actually on the, we might be actually on the Kenworth emblem. grab this thing. Whoops, wrong one. Control Z. Switch to passenger. And grab it. Yeah, that's weird. No, I think that's about right. Oh boy. Got to go back to the drivers just to make sure, unhide it. Just look and see what we're doing here. That is the emblem. Okay. Back here, pass. It's the emblem. Okay. It just looks different on this side for some reason. Well, we'll find out soon enough whether we're in the ballpark or not when we go to put it on the truck. Okay. Yeah, so we do have to trim that edge away. Yeah, see, it uncovers that a little bit. Let's paint that over again. That was a Control C, Control V. Copy paste. Okay, so that's good. So we got those all done. Now let's do something about these fenders. In the profile, we've got fenders here, so we got to make them black, which is a real pain in the neck. Oh boy, front left fender black. This whole thing's got to be black. Okay, this may be where that stripe comes in. We may end up using this green stripe to help us blend the two things together. So let's find out how that goes. Okay, now the way we're going to do this black, we've got a layer here called black, and we've got front fenders. We'll just delete that because, so that's gone now. We just got to make all of this black, and this in here black. So the way we're going to do this, here's a handy little tool for us, is down here in your toolbar, you'll see at the bottom you got a square, a circle, and a triangle. That's the shapes shortcut. So we're going to click that. We're going to go up to rectangle, and we're going to change it to ellipse. And we have three options right here. Draw the shape outline, a filled shape, or draw a filled shape with outline, and it'll take the filled shape and the outline from the two colors we have down here in the color palette. We want black, so we'll just click black, and we're going to go with the option is going to be filled shape, and we're on the black layer. Let's change to that. What we're going to do is draw a big black blob here, and it's going to help us get a sort of smooth edge to it so it doesn't look all goofy. And the thing is, you can make it, it is an ellipse tool, so we can kind of ellipse it. And I think we want to go right out to there. I don't know, I'll try something like this. Somewhere around there. And actually, you know what we'll do? Yeah, let's do that. Let's hide the passenger side for a sec. And we've got under here this panel. The chassis is going to be green, so that can stay green. We may need to take a darker green. So I think for now, that is under rear fenders. We're going to turn that layer off for a second. We're going to go to our black layer. We're going to take this thing here. We're going to do Control C, Control V to copy it. I'm going to drag it up here. Excuse me. And then we're going to hit Shift. We're going to rotate it 180 degrees. Then we're going to place it in here. And see, it's covered this thing over, but by hiding the green, we can see where it is to uncover it. Excuse me. going to be pretty close. We'll see how we do. We may have to come back and mess with it a bit. So let's go here, and now we're going to just kind of do a little surgery on this thing till we can figure out the extent of that panel and uncover it, because it's going to be green. And we got to take, oh, let's undo that and take a little less this time. And we'll get the, let's just use the eraser. Grab the eraser tool, change the size to 45 or so. Just come in here, just tidy that up, give it a little extra clearance. Okay, now those, what have we got covered here with that black? Mid bumper. We want the chassis to be green, the mid bumper is going to be green. So that's going to get uncovered. What do we got right there? That's a headache rack. This chassis is going to become green. So what we're going to do now, we lose our pinstripes? No. So we're going to leave them like that. We're going to go with a darker green for the chassis, so the light green of the stripe is probably going to look pretty smart. So this is the dash under here. We'll leave that. Rear stairs, painted stairs. I think we'll go with the same color that we're going to do. The tank's going to be black. Rear stairs should be black. Front stairs black. Okay, let's get the black layer up here. We're going to get our rectangle select. We're going to go in here. We're going to grab this stuff all the way across to, we're going to go to here. We're going to do let go of it and then go control, grab it again. Go right across here. Where are those little bumps up there? That's the bottom of the cab. You're going to miss those. Black. The frame, deck plate. No, wait a minute. It's green. Okay, I will leave that. Rear bumper's green. Rear fenders are black. So we got the control down still. We're going to go across there. That's with the rectangle select with shift held down. And this mid bumper is going to be green, but the fenders are going to be black. So be careful how we select this. One down here. And let go of the, oh, the front fenders. We've got to get them too. Go over here. Control is still down. That one. Grab that one. Now we can let go of the control. We hit the paint bucket. We got black selected. Hit shift, paint, and all that stuff just got painted. Alright, so now let's get the drivers and the paths back up here. And we got to pick the color of green for the frame. So let's look at, the frame's going to be coming in down here. Let's just uncover that again. Yeah, the frame's down about this level, so what we're going to do is grab the color. Oh, I wonder if we should try fading it right down the middle of the deck plate. I wonder if that would be a little weird. Not a bad idea, actually. Let's see if we can do it. Be a cool effect if we can do it. I'm going to go to driver's side here. Where's our frame? Right here. We got to get the black off the frame. And hopefully we don't lose our stripes. Let's go delete. Yeah, stripes are also there. They're on a different layer. Get this little bit off the edge here. And let's grab some green from the driver's side. We're going to grab some of the dark here. And we want to end right around here. So we're going to go up here. We'll see if we can get this effect on the frame. Because below here, this green is what's going to be on the side of the frame. We'll have dark in the middle and going to fading to lighter. I think, let's see if we can do it. So let's copy that. Let's go to the frame. Paste, Control V. Bring this where we can get at it. Hit Shift. Drag it till it goes, oops, not that far. I can't see what's going on behind there. Here we go. So we're going to put it right in the right place. Oh yeah, we can see that light green. Oh, that looks really sharp. That's going to be nice. So then we can take this, drag it up here. We'll go right through the fifth wheel bracket. We're going to have to fix up that headache rack bracket after. We'll worry about what's up here after. And now what we have to do is got to grab that frame. We're going to just do, nah, it should be, yeah. No, I don't think that's a good idea. Let's try and find the middle of it. So we'll unhide the frame. Going to go up here on the test layer, and we're going to do a black line, and it's 45. We'll make it 35 or 25. We're going to go from here to here. Make sure it's parallel. It's 880 pixels, so 440 pixels. Will be half of it. Just looking at the pixels in the bottom left corner down here on the counter. So now we can put our frame back, and so we got to cut that frame back to there and then flip it. So here we go over to here. Whoop, what happened there? Fat fingered the key, I think. Oh, gotta switch to the frame layer. I'm still on, so let's go undo so it comes back, hit frame, now we'll go delete. There, we hit it right on. That's pretty lucky. Now we can go frame, duplicate layer, take this layer here, and we're going to go up to layers, and we're going to flip it horizontal. So, and grab it. Now it's over here. I'm going to drag it all the way across here. And we're going to get it till right perfect. There. Now we're going to have a fade effect down the middle of the frame with any luck. And we've got to see what's under this bit of black up here. Fender tops, yeah, they stay black. Okay. Well, oh, the frame. Now we got to take the lighter color from the side here, because we want it to blend in with the frame. We don't want any kind of weird look there. So we're going to go down here. I'm going to grab just a little wee sliver of it. I wonder if I should get closer. No, that's fine. Control C, Control V. And we're on the right half of the frame. I'm going to blend these two together here right away. But anyway, we can let go of the Control key. Grab this little bit here. Drag it over to there. Grab this little bit. Bring it over there. Oh, are we missing? What's going on there? Got some frame uncovered. I guess we could just leave this there. See what happens. If it's noticeable, we'll come and fix it. Just drag this up here, cover the end of the frame. Go down, get the other end. Make sure it's all good. Get it off of that dashboard. And we'll get in here to a little finer detail. Grab that copy. Drag that down here. Get a little bit more. This is all kind of fiddly down here. Control C, Control V. And, oh, do we have a little frame coming out the bottom there? Yeah, we do. Okay, so let's join those two frame halves together. And now we can go here. Oh no, this is just one end of the frame anyway, it doesn't matter. But we needed to do that anyway. Control C, Control V, and just cover that. Now, get rid of the test layer. What's going on here? Oh yeah, we got to get, that plate has to be green, but we got the green going the wrong way. So we've got to cut the green off of the passenger side here once again and unbury this thing. Oh, we went a little too far there. That's all right. Just go past. Just put paint back on there. Back to our chopping tool. Very close. A little bit more. Oh, too much. So we'll just put the paint back, Control C, Control V, paint that back to there, grab the eraser, just come in here, take that paint off of there. Alright, now we've got to put the right color of green on there. So we're going to hide the passengers, get it out of the way, and we'll have to trim this paint we're going to put on here off. But that is going to be down at the level of the frame over here. So we could go to frame, confirm what we're getting here. We're going to go over here. We're going to grab some green. Yeah, I don't really like that line on there, you know. Jeez. Yeah, that's not so good. But anyway, maybe what we'll do is we'll grab the paint from the driver's side. Drivers. Frame is down here. Okay, so drivers. Have some paint here. Copy. And we'll go find that. What do we have that identified as? Is it rear fenders? Was that? That's not the layer we had that on. Oh yeah, it was on rear fenders. So let's take all that green off the rear fenders. Well, actually all of the green. Just take the whole rear fender thing off. Now, on that rear fender, we're going to go back here because we messed up our palette. Grab this chunk of paint down here. Copy, V. And we got to put the darker side to the top. Oh, sorry. We'll go Control Z to undo. Back to drivers. Now Control C, Control V. And we'll put the dark side to the top of that thing. Like so. Now we've got to find the extent of that. Let's undo, Control Z. Bring this down to there. Compress it a bit, it'll be fine. I'll get it to there. Get the eraser. Come in here, start doing a little digging. Okay, let's increase the size of the eraser. Or we could just take the rectangle, or the lasso. Oops, lasso, come on. I'll just go like, oh look at that green outline that was left on there by that delete we did of the rear fenders. See that? Got a green line left over. Well, let's get rid of that. Don't need that. It'll show up on things. See where else does it go. Oops. You kind of got to go over your thing every now and then with a good look. Okay, so I think, oh, yeah, I think that's going to be okay. Put the passenger back. Now, that's all cut out there, so that's fine. Whatever's going to get painted should get painted. Actually, I think what we can do here, rear fenders, where was that? Here. No, that's not the one I want. Oh, darn. Wasn't frame. What did I just do with that layer? It's not on rear. Oh my word. Oh, I put it on drivers. Okay, well, if that's where it's going to be, let's clear this away a bit here. Make sure the separation between these things. And then on pass, let's just give this a little, just so there's no confusion between the two. Okay, I think it's time to look at it. Oh, what have we got going up here? Let's have a fast look up in the corner. Oh, that was going to be air cleaners, okay. Headache rack, we don't have the mid bumper. Oh, that's got to be the same green as we have here. Okay, let's do this. Let's take this off of the driver's layer where it doesn't belong. Control X. I'm going to create a new layer here. I'm going to call it mid bumper. And paste it there. Then we're going to copy, paste, and we're going to take it here, grab it, bring it over here, so kind of going to match. Going to grab it like so. Oops, I didn't want to do. I want to only grab. I don't want to grab outside of the paint. I want to grab inside the paint for what we're going to do right now. Make sure we don't get any white or anything. Copy, Control V. We can drag it over here. We can just bring it up like that to cover that. There we go. Okay, that's got to be it. Time to have a look at it. See what we got. So we're going to save the drawing. Hide the background. File, save as, DDS. I think Polly does this as a JPEG or something. I can't remember what he said he does. Test. I'm going to replace it. Flatten it. Bring up our Mod Studio 2. Open a mod project. Now, where was this? I've done a whole bunch of skins lately. Been really busy the last few days with that Ruda 379, 389. Let's see if it updated our image for us. It did. Cool. File, export mod, and it's here on this PC. Mod, what do we call it? I forget. Was it W? No. Ruda? Yeah, Ruda W900 test. Here we go. All right. This is going to be interesting. I know I go pretty fast on these things, but I guess the point is, I wonder what the options here. Can I tell it to just stop doing this? Oh, God. Quick. Set up a game pad or steering wheel. No, I don't want it. I don't want any of that. I just like it to quit asking me every time I come in. I'm not familiar with trying to run it from a keyboard or anything. Come on. What's the hold up here? Oh yeah, we got to go upgrade. Alright, well there's that fade job. Oh, the fenders. We got a lot more fender to paint. Oh, that cut of the fender looked pretty good. Dang, that's going to be alright. Okay, so we just got to finish the black on the fender. I think the fade is looking pretty good on the paint. Might be a little dark up here, but let's get that painted fuel tank on here, some of the other paint, and see if it lightens up down here. Tanks, paint. Yeah, they're lighter. How about the steps? That's the way it is. Okay, so we're going to have to work on that. Don't know where it's... Oh, yeah. Okay, it's a little dark down there. Let's check the frame. It's around here somewhere. Frame. Paint. Stripes show up. Let's get that nastil or whatever he calls it. Oh, what about rear connectors? I guess we have to go connectors. Nope, that's the one we want there. Change. Nope, this to that. No, not that. This one. There we go. Okay, so we got that darkish bit down the middle. And we just got to figure out our frame stripes. They're not quite showing up on the plate. It's not in the right place. But the stripes on the side of the frame are showing up. Got to change the chassis to the long chassis, I think. Oh God, it changed the whole truck. Paint job should work on this too, shouldn't it? Or do we only make it for the flat top? Oh yeah, 72-inch sleeper with a door is what we got going on. Or a flat top with a door. Come on. God, this thing is so annoying. Let's do that. Paint. There it is. And go back. Now we got the long chassis. That should be, just to be confirmed. Now it went back to standard. Oh, you silly thing. It's going to change the cab again, no doubt. Oh no. Okay, good. Alright, let's get this sorted. Rear stairs, we're going to have to look at them. Let's get the frame first. There's the frame. Paint it. We're going to make that paint. And then we're going to make the connectors in the rear. Connectors in the back of frame. I don't see them. Oh, they're down here. Okay. Alright, so now we have our paint coming around the frame there at the back, or stripes. Just don't look too bad. They do kind of just show up, which is nice. I like that subtle bit. Okay, so I think I'll fix up the fenders. Maybe put, I don't know what that stripe around there. I guess we could maybe find a way to do it. I don't know. We'll see. It kind of looks like it has one anyway. Well, let's get those fixed up, and let's get the tanks darkened up somehow, as the tanks are too light. Let's throw in some rear custom fenders and see what that looks like. Where's the ones I like? These ones. Like I say, we can add a little paint or something in here on that surface. So, yeah, let's get with this. Air cleaners. Let's see if that paint worked out. Oh, changed. Yeah, we have to go and grab a section of paint, change it to get it darker. Right, we did that in the last one. That's right. We used a photograph. Okay, well, we got a few things to fix up here, but it's not killer. It's just going to take a couple minutes. I'll confirm the order. And wow, where did the game go? Just like that. Okay, let's close the DDS, open the PDN, open recent PDN, and we've got to, let's start by going to the driver's side where we're remembering. Go in here, let's just see what we're grabbing. Bit of black. Okay. Go about like that. Copy. Air cleaners. And paste. Go up here. Yeah, the scale's a little different. This extra off of here. Going to zoom in here. See, when you move it one way, it goes too far the other way. So that's good there. So now we can just run that the length of it. I think we will go to there just to see. Go to there. Cut this away. I don't know what's behind there, I forget. Something on the green layer. Let's have a look. Oh, grill. Okay, it's fine. That's done. Now, the fuel tanks are too light, so that's behind the drivers and the passengers, I think. Oh, we got black on them. We want them black. Fenders are black. Why didn't they paint black? Oh, because that black layer, the paints didn't paint black, they painted green. I think we want them painted, to tell you the truth. So let's go to black, get rid of the pass and the drivers, and put the black back up here. Take this black out of here. Oh. And we never had black on the other tank, it doesn't look like. So now we've got to get a darker green, so we're going to go back to... I wonder if that had any effect on it. Oh, I accidentally put a big hole in the driver's side. We can patch that. We have the technology. I had to put a line in the paint there. I wonder if I, on the passenger side, what I should do then to get rid of that. Control V. There, it gets rid of that line. Now, how do we get those tanks to be darker? I think, oh, you know what? I should have not done that. Let's Control Z till we undo that change. Put the hole back in there. We'll we want to do is we want to create a new layer. Do we have one for the tanks? Doesn't look like it. So we're going to create a layer for the tanks. Tanks. And then we're going to go to drivers. And we're going to grab... Oh, okay, first of all, what we're going to do, I think, is go to pass, or drivers, sorry. I'm going to try and get this sorted here. Control C, Control V, we'll drag this over to here. And yeah, we can't do that until it blends in. See how it changes? We got to get it to it just disappears again. And get that to there. And what we can do is I want to separate the tank here. Oops. I want to separate the tank. Control C, Control V. And run that across there. All the way to the end. Oh, it's making a line in there. Okay, well we know how to fix that, so darn it all. That means we gotta go over here again, grab a big chunk of this. Man, it's annoying. We're gonna bring it to here. Hopefully this disappears, that line. Yep. Good. Alright. Now we just got this little bit in the corner that we can identify because of what we did. Okay, now we have to make them darker. So, it'd still be nice to have the fade, so we're still on the passenger side here. Or drivers, rather. And we're going to get up here into the darker stuff. We're going to do Control C, find the tank, Control V, drag this down into here and make the tanks darker. And we're going to take that, have to move the passenger, and we have to copy this, and we're going to put it over that tank right now. I'm going to show you a little trick. I think it should work. Flip it, put it over the tank. Oh, we got those painted dealy bobbers there for the front fenders. Those guards. Put that there. Now, if we put the passenger side back like that, and then we're going to go cut. We're going to be on the passenger side. We're not going to see it disappear, but we're working on that layer because it's active. We'll just go like this, cut, and then if we take the tank layer away, passenger side's cut out. So these all greeny, these darn things here, we're going to make them black actually because that's the color of the fenders, so we go and fix them. They're going to be black. So I'm going to add these guys to the black layer. So find our black, here it is. Rectangle select. Got the paint can. Now those things will be black, that's good. Okay, now we can put our tank back. Okay, now, was there anything else? Oh yeah, the side of the fenders. So what we have to do is, I'll read the drivers for a sec. So the side of the fenders. I thought we had that. Why did that not show up? I wonder if it's because that has to be cut out. Okay, so this black layer, let's see what happens if we move it above the driver's side, and then we can, now what's that, what are we going to do there? Wait a second. Drivers. What is it doing to mess that up? Let's hide the black. This thing was still green. That's got to be black. So the passenger, or drivers, all that green has to be cut out there. So what we need to do is grab the driver's side and move it down below the black. Oh, put the black there, and then is that black? Yeah, there we go. So now we put the drivers here, and we're going to go with the ellipse select. And we're going to see if we can't get in here like this, and on the drivers layer, delete, and that's cut away. Okay, so now to do that on the other side, on the passenger side, can save ourselves a little time. We should be able to do this. We're going to try it. This will be something tricky. So let's move this back up where it was. Oh, right there. And I guess an option would be to take that black and put a chunk of that black up there. What happens if we just move the black up above that stuff? Yeah, that does the same thing. Let's try that. Okay, anything else? Fenders. That little bug shield and hood ornament. I think we just make them black. Keep it simple. And that's on the black layer, okay. And that just leaves the headache rack stuff, which we could just add to the black, I suppose. It's up there with the black of the cab. What I'd do if we had lots of time and stuff is I would stripe it and everything, do the whole 9 yards. But we're kind of shy on time. Paint bucket. Okay. Let's see what we got now, if we got a paint job. Could be it. File, save. Get rid of the background. Not that there's any, everything's painted. File, save as. DDS. Where's my DDS? Down there. Go to the DDS folder. Place it. And there's one thing I have to do here when we put the skin in here this time, so we can see that it didn't automatically change the skin because we don't have this big black circle there among other things. Go to DDS. There it is. Now they look the same. Metallic options, we can turn that off. Basic, base color locked. Yeah, so that was all set anyway. Okay, file, save, and then export to this PC. Mod. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. It's taking a little longer than I thought it would. Hopefully I don't have to chop it in half somewhere, but we'll see. Again with the silly questions. Okay, let's check that tank and the air cleaners. It's a little better. Could make it darker. Let's get this thingy in. Whoops. This piece under here. It's dark enough. Frame, paint. Do the rear connectors right away. Oh, we can't. It's not like this. Or can we just select them from back here? No. Let's do this by the book then. Flooring, paint, rid of that. Does that automatically put the connectors in the rear? Yeah, it does. And that's awesome. So get rid of these fenders. Get the black ones. Get the rear bumper. Paint. Oh, I got the rear bumper black still. Oh yeah, I think that was on purpose. I wonder if I should have made it green. Let's check the mid bumper is supposed to be green. Yeah, it's too light. It kind of fades though in here at the top. It's just too light at the bottom. I think for now we'll just take that off. But anyway, I'm going to have to wrap this up, guys. But what I'll do is I'll put some finishing touches on it to make it something that we can actually drive. And oh yeah, the air cleaners. Oh, where were they? See how we did with that color match there. Yeah, it came out all right. Looks kind of cool. So what I'm going to do, like I say, I'm going to, I'll fix up a few things. I'll try and get some of this color match better. You guys don't need to be dragged through that ad nauseum. But we got our little effect down the middle of the frame. I might adjust that. And I think we're on the right track. And I was thinking of doing something here. You can tell me in the comments if you want to see it or not. And also the name of the truck. I'm thinking of something. Somebody wanted to mention something to do with Jamaica because of the colors. It's Jamaica's colors. And I was thinking something like, you know, we jamming or something like that. Some sort of Jamaican phrase would be kind of cool. And what I was thinking here on the front is, I think what I'd like to do is take this feature here, the way this goes up and goes narrower. I'm kind of thinking of doing that same thing here and making this the same width as here, and then extend this down and make it match with this so it's the same height, and this is green down here. I think that would look pretty cool. It'd be a neat bit of symmetry in here. So I'll probably do all of that, and then I'll just do a video showing the truck as in a, you know, I'll just drive it or something like that, see how it is, and we'll go from there, see how things go. But yeah, like I say, I don't want to, you know, this video has gone on long enough, but the whole point of it is to show you tips and tricks and techniques and how to use layers and to cut and paste, and don't be afraid to try any of it. And because any mistake you make, your left hand is right there on Control Z. Just undo it. You can go back as far as you want. Just Control Z, Z's it back, and just go back to where you made the error, and go ahead again from there. Don't be afraid to try it. Remember the rotate. When you want to rotate, cut and rotate something, it's you hold the Shift key grab the corner, spin it around, and it'll go in even increments. Like I think it's 45 and 90 and 135, 180, whatever it is, and it's really handy. And then just like or if you want to move it to a weird angle, just don't hold shift and you can rotate. That's a handy thing. If you want to flip something, like you wanted to take this and you made a change here and you want to put it on the other side, there's all kinds of ways to do it. One of them is you copy this side, you move it aside, you look at the length of it on your little counter down in the bottom corner, and you drag it. So it would say, for example, if this said 858 pixels, so you grab it till it says, and drag it till it says minus 858 pixels. Now it's the exact inverse of that. Drag it around to the other side, line it up with the lines, and you're golden. So an easy way to copy things. The other way, copy it to a new layer and duplicate the layer. And when everything's where you want it, have those duplicate layers above the right and left layer, or pass and drivers. And then when you get everything where you want it, merge them back down. So that's another way to do that sort of thing. So lots of ways to skin a cat, as they say. So don't be afraid to try things, and I wish you the best of luck. And if you want to comment and come up with a name, that would be cool. I would appreciate it. All right, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Look for this truck finished and in a video at some point. Bye for now.